What's going on, everyone? Today for sale we have our custom Xbox 420. Okay, no, it's an Xbox 360 and it's an OPUS motherboard, pretty rare. Custom dipped and painted shell, some custom clear elements, woody elements, OEM silver stuff going on here, custom controller. So I'll go ahead and add a photo of what this looked like when I got it. I got it with the hydro dipped leaves and it had a black background, which is kind of a matte finish. And it came with a JTAG Blades Xenon board in it, which is kind of why I bought it to use in another build. Figured I could use the shell for something else. And I actually originally put a normal Xenon board in there, and what we did with the shell, I didn't want to mess with the dip at all. It wasn't exactly perfect. There was, there's a fisheye somewhere down here. A couple other imperfections. Still way better than anything I would be able to hydro dip. I've never done it before. But I wanted to enhance it, so the first thing we did was added a silver flake to it. Kind of turned those fan leaves into sugar leaves, if you know what I'm talking about. And on top of that, we used a color shift, which is basically a clear coat with color shifting flakes in it. That kind of goes from blue to purple. And I'm not going to be able to show that with the light on the camera. We'll show that in a second. On the front, it actually had no doors at all, and the sync and power button were dipped over. I happen to have a woody faceplate, and I just thought that was a perfect match. So we've got the woody doors up here, sync button and power button. The USB door wouldn't have fit, and so we put a clear one from an original Ghost case, and it is sealed shut, but there is just a little bit of hot glue on the back you could peel off if you wanted to try and make that work, but these don't exactly fit on OEM stuff, and I kind of just wanted to have the clock stuck on a certain time right there. We also have a UV LED that kind of lights this box up. Speaking of, over here we replaced the chrome bezel with a clear one, which is actually from a brand new 1 of 100 XCM liquid metal shell. It comes with some clear trim pieces. But we left the chrome eject button, cut a little section out of the bottom and put a UV LED in there and painted behind the bezel with some UV reactive green. Now the top and bottoms were a little mix matched. I went in my stash and got two very mint original silver OEM vents, top and bottom. I wish I had a hard drive shell that was just as mint. There is some scratches here and there on it, but out of all the ones I've seen in terms of an original OEM silver one, it's still in excellent condition. In fact, the protective plastic film was still on this top piece here that I took off, so that looks brand new. We got the best chrome side piece trim that I had in my stash as well, and there might still be some fingerprints on it now. It'll be wiped off. Controller, standard OEM controller with a clear front shell. We got some chrome purple, green, white, orange accents on there just to kind of match the colors of the flowers here. And then we've got a chrome back shell, some clear blue triggers up front, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Then I put a Xenon in here, kind of was unreliable, so you might have seen it listed where it had an RGH3 Falcon in there. It actually had no disk drive. I had to go a different route with that Falcon, which you'll see this listed shortly after this other one. So then I ended up finding a serviced Falcon with a service date of 4/20, and that was kind of the plan to put in here. Had a BenQ drive. Haven't had any luck with fixing any of the BenQ drives, but I had a handful of OPUS boards that I came across, 4 of them to be exact, all light-on drives, all wouldn't read or sort of get jammed. So we first replaced the belt, did the grease, kind of cleaned it out. It was opening and closing just fine. Still wouldn't load up every time, so we went a little bit further. We actually lowered the ohms on the potentiometer to a little less than 3.5. We also adjusted the rails that the laser sits on. They were a little skewed. After doing that, it now loads up every time, whether it's upright, horizontal. It's all good to go. So we can show you here, and the shell was cut a little bit at one point to fit the HDMI, but you can see here, non-HDMI, Falcon power port. But yeah, we did open this up and swap the 20 gigabyte out for a 120 gigabyte. It is worth noting, I just don't clear off hard drives. I get whatever I get. I might look at them a little bit, but usually I leave whatever's on there for whoever buys it. They can take a look, especially if they're more interesting like this. That's quite a lot of gamer score. And then we've got an old man sleeping here, and Royce is asleep as well. Opens and closes reliably. Oh yeah, I did take the fans from the 420 Service Falcon out because it had the Nidec fans in it. I wanted to lay it down on its side so we can kind of show that color shift there. So there you go, typical 360 DVD sounds, but you got silent fans, which you can't really tell. So there you go, fully serviced Opus, fully cleaned. It has the RIA 002 GPU, new thermal paste, went through the DVD drive. Cool, clean little example with a rare motherboard. And of course you get the console, hard drive, custom controller. You get an AV cable because I have a bunch. There is no power supply included. You need a 175 or 203 watt power supply. I just have very, very few. You could buy an extra one if you want for a little bit extra, but it's not going to come with one unless you ask. Any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. There will be an eBay link in the pinned comment. You could also get it about 40 bucks cheaper if you go direct through me. Just hit me up on TikTok or Instagram. You can go through Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. The price does include shipping to the 48 states. You would have to pay the difference if you're outside that. You can check out my other videos to see this being built multiple times, as well as the board being gone through, and all my other projects. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.